What's up folks, Sokkehoved here, your friendly YouTuber. So, this time we're going to open some more boosters for Magic Duels. Why I haven't posted any videos of me playing against others is because I only have my one single elf deck, which is basically the only one that I've felt like I could put together, but it's so freaking boring. But we're buying more boosters of the Magic Origins. I know if I don't buy of any of the other sets, I will have a hard time putting more and more decks together. But I've just said it from the first video, I'll go one set at a time and just until I get 100% of the collection. So right now we added 67% of it, and we're going to buy 8 more boosters, which will get us closer to that 100%. And just like with every other ones, we're only going through uncommons, rares and mythics. Let's go ahead and buy confirm purchase. Oh yeah, this is going to be awesome. So open one booster first of all, and let's see what goodies is hidden in there. So first off, Reclusive Artificer. What? Haste 3/2. When this card enters the battlefield, you may have it deal damage to target creature equal to the number of artifacts. So that is good for a blue-red artifact deck. And Flashback. Whenever it enters the battlefield, each player has to sacrifice a creature. And then Kythian's Irregulars. That's before he becomes Gideon. That's what it is called. And Renown 1, which means that whenever it deals damage to a opponent, it gains a +1/+1 counter to white, and you tap a creature. Nice. Let's see for the next booster. What do we get? Citadel Castle. Vigilance Renown 2 is it's actually a fairly okay elemental bond. Nice. So whenever a creature with 3 or more power enters the battlefield, you get to draw a card. And it's just an enchantment? This enchantment, whenever non-token creatures enter the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1 red. If you do, put a token of that creature's into the battlefield with haste, and at the end of the turn, exile that token. It's actually fairly nice if you just got a lot of big hitters or something like that. I wouldn't say it's the greatest of cards, but it's okay. So Reclusive Artificer, Thunderclap Wyvern, Flash, so that means you can play it at any time like an instant. It got flying, and other creatures you control with flying got +1/+1. Nice. Legendary, a demon. Flying, whenever a permanent owned by another player is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you draw a card and lose life. So this is not you may, this is you have to. So actually it can kill you. So be careful of that. Even though it's a 6 mana cost card, that's fairly expensive, I would say. But what the hell? I've seen plenty of decks that's just ramming out those 6 and 8 cost card in turn 3, 4. It's really annoying. So Throwing Knife. Equipped creature gains +2/+0. If you want to, you can sacrifice it. Sorry, I'm just about to get something stuck in my throat. Whenever a creature attacks, you may sacrifice Throwing Knife. If you do, Throwing Knife deals 2 damage to target creature or player. So it kind of can kill the thing whenever it attacks, but I don't like it that much, even though it gets a creature +2/+0. I don't like it that much. Iroa's Champion, Double Strike, 2/2 for 3. Kind of okay. It means that it attacks twice. Herald of the Herald of the Pantheon. That is awesome. A 2/2 for 2, which makes your enchantment spells cost 1 less. And whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life. That is awesome. It's really a sweet card, I would say, at least. Let's see for the next one. We're halfway through. Zendikar Incarnate. Woo! It got as much power as you control lands, got 4 toughness for 4, Undercity Troll, which got Renown 1 for 2. It costs 2, got Renown, it's 2/2, and then it can regenerate, but it costs 3. Willbreaker, nice! So it's a 2/3 creature for 5. it's kind of expensive, but whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes the target of a spell or ability you control, gain control of that creature for as long as you control will break her. So as long as she's in the battlefield and you can keep her, you just target all your opponent's creatures with spells or abilities, and you just, hey, come over to my side, come join my fight. She is awesome if she can just be left alone on the battlefield. Shaman of the Pack. I actually needed one of those for my elf deck. So, this is 3 cost, 3/2. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield, you or target opponent loses X amount of life, which is equal to the elves that you have in play. That is so nice. So, Possessed Scab. When Possessed Scab enters the battlefield, return target instant, sorcery, or creature card from your graveyard to a hand. If Possessed Scab would die, exile it. Instead, it's a 3/2 for 5. That is fairly expensive. Harbinger of the Tide, which is a merfolk. You may cast Harbinger of the Tide as though it has flash if you pay 2 more. So that means instead of 2 blue, it would cost 2 colors and 2 blue. But then you can cast it as a flash. Whenever Harbinger of Tides enters the battlefield, you may return target creature and opponent controls to its owner's hand. So that basically means it's a combat trick, meaning your opponent's like, I'll swing in with these, and then you just play him and then get the opponent to take up one of the creatures. Let's go for the next one. There we go, Blazing Hellhound. I think that's one's new for me. It's a 4/3 for 4, one color, sacrifice another creature, and then this creature here deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So destroy target non-zombie creature. It can't be regenerated. Return up to 1 target zombie card from your graveyard to your hand. That is actually okay for a zombie deck. Sigil of the Empty Throne. I can't speak English. So it's an enchantment that just tells you, it costs 5, it tells you whenever you put an enchantment into play, you put a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying onto the battlefield. It's really nice for enchantment decks, I would say. I think I might actually try and make an enchantment deck at some point. Not now, though. So, Possessed Scab again. Necromantic Summons. Oh yeah, that's the one that is an upgrade compared to the other one that you get for free, I think. So it's basically just take a creature from a graveyard, put it into play under your control. It becomes a zombie, I think, or... No, actually not. It just comes into to the battlefield under your control. It is exactly the same as it was before. But if you have 2 more instants / sorcery in your graveyard, then it also comes into play with 2+1/+1 counters. And then a Mythic. Erebos Titan, cost 4, 3 black, 1 colorless. As long as your opponent controls no creatures, Erebos Titan has indestructible. Basically means damage and effects that says destroy, don't destroy it. So sacrifice, that's okay. Minus power, minus toughness is okay as well. Whenever a creature card leaves an opponent's graveyard, you may discard card. If you do, return Erebos Titan from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so actually you could, as far as I believe, use Necromantic Summons to get a creature your opponent controls from their graveyard into play. And by doing that, then a creature leaves your opponent's graveyard, and then you can discard a card and you can get this bad boy back to your hand. That is really nice. So yeah, that was those 8 boosters. Let's see how close are we. We're at 77%. So basically we get 10% each time we buy those 8 boosters. Basically, so we're getting closer and closer to those 100%, so we can begin on a completely new set. But I hope you enjoyed this. Comment down below if there's something you would like to see me make or play with, something like that, or else I'll try and see if I can scrape enough gold coins together to make another booster opening. And yeah. But like I said, comment down below and I'll definitely make some videos wherein I play the decks you would like to try and see me play. Even though it might be versus AI, if it might be versus other players and so on. Depends on the deck. It might be versus AI, but we will see. But until next time, take care, have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.